Hi, and welcome back to our weekly devotion. This week we're coming to you from the National Convention of Free Will Baptists in Oklahoma City. It's a week filled with great teaching, singing, and preaching. But perhaps my favorite part is the fellowship. And that's what I want to speak to you briefly about today, is the subject of fellowship. The Bible said, "Behold, how good and pleasant is it for brethren to dwell together." As I was thinking about this devotion and that passage of Scripture, I was reminded of a story that took place when I was a very young Christian. I'd only been saved for a couple of months, and I had a difficult week. It seemed that everything that could go wrong had gone wrong, and I'm sure that you could relate. At the end of the week, I had worked about 14 hours on this particular day and was exhausted physically and spiritually and mentally. Well, you get the picture. My wife had asked me to stop at the grocery store and pick up some milk, and I was standing there in line when this great big arm wrapped around me and heard this booming voice. "How you doing, little brother?" No, it wasn't the voice of God or the arm of God. It was a preacher friend of mine. But I'm sure that God had sent him to help me during that time. The reason that I share the story with you is maybe you know someone that's having a week like that, or perhaps a year like that, and need an arm wrapped around them and a kind word, perhaps. "How you doing, brother or sister?" The Bible said in Galatians, "As you have therefore opportunity, let us do good unto all men." As we gather together here in Oklahoma, I can only imagine how pleased that God is as He sees His children worshiping, walking together. I'm sure that you can put that smile on His face as well as you go out to that one that's hurting with the simple little word, "How you doing?" See you next week on our weekly devotion.